Greetings everyone, and welcome to part 6 of Mega Man X, and it's the moment we've all been waiting for, the infiltration of Sigma's fortress. Let's split up. I'll go in first, and then you can slip in while I keep the main defense force busy. You do that, Zero, you do that, so yeah. While Zero handles the main defense force, we can handle the stragglers, and believe me, the stragglers are no cakewalk. We got the eternal enemies and those enemies that swoop down, hit X once, and go away for some reason or something. So yeah. But I do have to say, I do love this soundtrack right here. In fact, I believe Sigma Fortress 1 is my favorite soundtrack of all the Sigma Fortress stages in this game. I don't know why, but maybe it's because it's hard rocking and it pretty much gets you in the mood to go in and kick some Sigma rear. That's my opinion. Alright. Now I know someone in the comments mentioned, how do you do the Hadouken again? Well, it's easy really. And it takes some practice, but once you get the button combination down, it's no problem. All you have to do is hit down, diagonal, forward, plus the fire button. Now, it's all relative depending on which way you have X facing. If you're facing right, it's down, diagonal right, and then right. And the same could be said for going left, you know, down, diagonal, left, and then left. Plus the fire button, of course. Again, it'll take some practice before you get it down. And again, make sure you have 100% health while you fire the Hadouken, or else it will not work. So yeah. Anyway, these floating platforms right here, I hate this section. I really hate this section. Make sure you use a charged weapon that can protect you. Like in this case, the Chameleon Sting, which can render X temporarily invulnerable to enemy attacks. Or you could use the Rolling Shield's charge mode to get a protective shield around X. Either way, have some kind of protection while climbing this area, because if those enemies hit you while on these platforms, you can fall down and die. Yeah. So, not many people notice, well, until the end that is, that we are actually on a floating island. And I'm not going to insert a Sonic reference here because it's been done to death recently. It's been done to death. I'm serious, folks. This whole floating island thing, it's getting old. I just want to move on, shall we? So, yeah. Yeah. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why am I not using the Hadouken? Well, folks, I'm using the Hadouken for some very special moments. I mean, I've got the game fully recorded. It's just a matter of me commentating over it. Yeah. Anyway, here we are, the moment of truth. There's that scumbag Vile again, and there's Zero. Stay back, X. I'll take him on. You do that, Zero. You do that. Save the day, once again. Alright. And yeah, we get sound effects of the battle, but not the actual battle. Typical, but then it's probably due to limitations, I guess. Anyway, once the noise stops, we can proceed on to the next area and see the result of said battle. Please, Zero, please win. Please win, Zero. Ah, man. X, why do what I tell you, or he's history. Don't listen to him. Go ahead and blast him. Alright, Zero. Dream on, Zero. X knows he can't defeat me. My armored carrier is more than a match for his ancient weapons. Really? Well, we'll see about that. Oh, we'll see about that, Vile. Take this. Oh, I'll show you what ancient weapons can do. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, I'm stronger. Why aren't you working? Come on. Okay, I'm going to drop the pretense. Folks, just like the first battle with Vile, This is completely unwinnable. Yep, Vile will pound on you like before, and when X's health gets down to a certain level, Vile will shoot that stun beam again to immobilize X. So, yeah, this is no way you can win this one. There is no way you can win while Vile's in that mech. It's not... Hello? Maybe, but I'm not through yet. There you go, Zero. Save the day as always. And... Holy crap. Whoa. Well, that's one way to do something. Oh, hello. Oh, crap. Vile's still alive. Boo. What a worthless gesture. I can't be defeated so easily. So, X, it's just you and me now. What the? Where did all that energy come from? Actually, that is a valid question, Vile. Where did that energy come from? It really doesn't matter how much energy you absorb, X. You are still far too weak. Prepare to be terminated. Well, this is it, folks. The epic battle between X and Vile. And yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. The Hadouken! Yeah, that's right, folks. I'm not going to give Vile the satisfaction of an epic battle. He's curb stomped me too many times, and now I'm going to curb stomp him. Or I've curb stomped him with the Hadouken. He deserved it. I'm sorry, folks. He deserved it. X, I've taken too much damage. Auto repair systems can't handle it. My power is fading fast. Your power is greater than I thought. Maybe you can destroy Sigma. And by the way, nice Hadouken. No, Zero, no! Don't worry. I'll see you again in X2. So, yeah. And here's a fun fact. If you did not get the X Buster upgrade in Flame Mammoth stage, Zero will give you his Buster before dying or fading away or whatever. And for the most part, it's essentially the exact same thing as the X Buster upgrade you get from Dr. Light's capsule. It basically allows you to do supercharged shots and can allow you to charge your weapons. So, yeah, but preferably I preferred getting the Light capsule because, well, it's Dr. Light, and 2, well, it allows me to get the Hadouken before entering Sigma's castle. So, yeah. And I do have to say, use the Chameleon Shield throughout this area. Trust me, there are enemies galore. Like, ugh, jeez Louise, this is not... Sigma really went all out with his defenses and all that stuff, but hey, come on, he is the bad guy, you see. So, yeah. Alright, folks, I'm just waiting for this Chameleon Shield to fade out before heading on into the next area, and get away from me, enemy. Okay. Well, guess what, folks? Guess what time it is? Something that happens in every Mega Man game. Boss Rush time. Although, this boss rush is actually more aligned with the boss rush from Mega Man 1. Now, Mega Man 1, we didn't have the typical room with the capsules that you can teleport to face the other Robot Masters. No. The Robot Masters were spread throughout the Final Fortress, and as you journey along, well, you have to face each and every one of them again. Mega Man X invokes this logic, having us face each of the Mavericks again as we go along through these levels. So, yeah. And I hate these enemies right here, along with the Mets, and like, ugh, get away from me, ugh, too much enemy. Ah, ugh. Ow, ow, stupid Mets. Why are they still around 100 years later? I do not know. Alright, here we go. The main boss of Sigma Stage 1. Alright, folks. we are going to get ourselves acquainted with... Come on, show yourself. There you are. Folks, meet Bow Spider. Now, the purpose of this boss is he'll try to move around and, well, it moves around along the lines of these, I'm guessing, webs or lines or whatever. Yeah, the point is, it will fall along a certain pathway trying to hit X. You can easily dodge if you can figure out where the spider is heading, and you can hit it with its weakness, the ice shooter. So, yeah. Now, occasionally, the bow spider will toss down these little spiders to try and hurt X, but you can ignore these, or dodge them, or shoot them, or destroy them, or whatever, just to get rid of them. Now, the more you damage bow spider, the faster it will get, and your reflexes will be tested here, so, yeah. Alright, as I try and take out bow spider here, I've just discovered these things here about from Dr. Kane's log. You know how the progress about from the discovery of X to the creation of the Reploids and Sigma's rebellion. So I'm going to read some of that right quick. So yeah, the Journal of Dr. Kane, and it was in the manual from the Mega Man X game, the Super Nintendo version. So here we go. April 8th. Still nothing. For the last month, I have been sitting through the dirt trying to find a fossil record which would verify my findings on Mesozoic plant life. But so far, I have come up empty. Tomorrow, I'll move my archaeological dig to a new site. Maybe I'll have better luck. April 9th. Set up camp at the new site and laid out a preliminary grid work for the dig. I got some odd rings at location E46. It looks like something metallic is buried several meters below the surface. I think I'll begin there tomorrow. April 10th. I can't believe what I found. Several meters below the surface was the remains of a lab. Although most of the lab was damaged, I did manage to find papers that indicate it belonged to the famous robot designer Dr. Thomas Light. I've begun to review what is left of Dr. Light's notes, and it looked like he was onto a major breakthrough. The notes kept referring to the capsule. I wonder whose capsule it is. April 13th. I found it. Standing 14 meters high and 8 meters wide, the capsule was hidden underneath a collapsed ceiling. Even though underneath all the rubble, the capsule had remained intact and was running some sort of diagnostic when I found it. There was a warning on the capsule, but all the indicators on the capsule show green. It should be safe to open it. I'll know tomorrow. Okay. Oh, that's nice of you, Dr. Kane. Open that capsule and... yeah. I'll get more to that in a moment, folks, because right now we are about to face off against another Maverick. I wonder who it is. And... judging by the ceiling, I'm guessing Chill Penguin, of course. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why am I not speeding up the footage, huh? Why am I not, moving this battle along quickly? That's why. Hadouken! Now, I do admit, folks, I do find it kind of cool in a way that X is shouting Hadouken as he does Ryu and Ken's signature move, so that's nice. Alright, so let me continue on with the logs right quick as I hijack this mech armor and do some damage. Alright. April 14th. Today, I meet X. Not a simple robot. X is something totally different. Light has give him the ability to think and make his own decisions. At times, X seems more like a man than a machine. April 15th. Light was a genius. I've been going over his design notes, and they are a quantum leap beyond anything the world has ever seen. Using them as a guide, I may be able to replicate his designs and integrate them into a new generation of robots. I'll begin transporting X and the rest of Dr. Light's things back to my lab tomorrow. Okay. Oh yeah, my mech armor took too much damage, and yep, here it goes. It's about to explode, and yeah, that's it. Jeez Louise, I was reckless. And now, here comes this long climb, and to be honest, folks, watching this footage, I should have taken the right path because it was quote-unquote easier. I mean, it doesn't matter which way you go, but take the right path. I insist. Alright, back to the notes. November 22nd. With X's help, I have completed my first Reploid. Although I don't completely understand how all of Dr. Light's systems work, I was able to make some minor modifications, and the Reploid seems to be functioning perfectly. His strength and intelligence seem limitless, and he is fully able to make his own decisions. In fact, we got into our first argument. How intriguing. January 3rd. The new Reploids have seemed to be running off the assembly line for several weeks. It's amazing how easily they've been able to adapt to even the most difficult jobs. It's still a bit odd to see them working side by side with humans, but everyone seems to be happy to accept them. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. So yeah, folks, in case you didn't know, Dr. Kane was responsible for mass-producing the Reploids based on X's design and Dr. Light's notes, but they weren't perfect. Okay, you may be wondering, why didn't I use Storm Eagle's weakness, Chameleon Sting? Even though I'm about to use it right now. Yeah, folks, the boss of Sigma Stage 2 is weak against Chameleon Sting. And I'm using it here because, well, there are a whole bunch of enemies that are placed in such a bad enemy placement that I had to use something to get past them in one piece, roughly. I should have used Rolling Shield since, yeah, folks, the thing is, with this game, each time you beat a boss in a Sigma Fortress, you are taken back to the selection screen where you can select any of the levels again to recharge your sub-tanks or whatnot. And when you re-enter a certain stage, well, a Sigma stage, all your weapon energy is refilled, so you don't have to worry about gathering weapons. Anyway, this giant face right here, this is Rangabanga, Bananga-Fanga, Banana-Fanga, Fofanga, P5, Fofanga, Rangabanga. Basically, Rangabanga will attack with its eyes, and then with its nose. And when it attacks with its nose, the walls push in just a bit, so that you're hovering over some insta-kill spikes. Yep, those are insta-kill spikes. Now the thing is, folks, once you destroy both eyes, these walls will be closed in permanently, making this a little bit more challenging. But again, with Chameleon Sting, this should be no problem. See, I got both eyes, and now I just need to take out the nose while trying not to fall down into the bottomless pit spikes. Yo! Okay. Come on, close up, you stinking nose, so I can destroy you. And bam! And thankfully, these spikes are destroyed when I destroy Rangabanga, so that's nice. That's being generous, game. I mean, it would suck if they were to remain when X falls down. It's like, ugh, that would so be a Kaizo trap. Anyway, folks, we have one more video before we face off, we end the game. So I'll see you guys in part 7.